Was 9/11, there was 10/12. This Friday marks the 18th anniversary of the terrorist attack on the Norfolk base USS Cole.
39 people were injured, 17 killed, including local sailor Sharon Gunn. 10 on your side's Kara Dixon sat down with his mother, who's using his tragedy to bring healing to other families. Kara.
Anita, Tom, Mona Gunn says October 12, 2000 was a day that changed her family forever. It's been 18 years of heartache and a difficult journey to healing, but she's here to let others know there's hope, and she's doing it in a historic way.
This was one of the flags that was on the ship.
Mona Gunn's Virginia Beach home is filled with memories of her son.
October 12, 2000, the day that changed my family.
22-year-old Sharon Gunn, so full of life and promise, deployed on the USS Cole.
He was so looking forward to his first med cruise, and that ship left in August.
She didn't hear much from him during that first month away, but in early October.
Normally Sunday we're in church, and just so happened that this Sunday I said, well, I'll miss church today, and at 11 o'clock the phone rings and it was Sharon.
That would be the last time she ever heard from him. October 12th, Gunn's sister called her at work asking what ship Sharon was on. Gunn turned on the TV, and this is what she saw. A massive blast hole in the side of the Cole docked in Yemen with 4 dead. Immediately, she went to the base to get answers.
You know, I prayed and prayed and hoped and prayed that he was not one of the ones. But when I got up and they saw my name tag and said, come with me, you know, deep in my heart, somehow or another, mom's instinct or whatever, I was thinking that he may have been one of those 4, and he was one of those 4.
17 victims died in that attack, which also left 39 others wounded, not including hidden wounds of the victims' families.
We're not supposed to bury our children. Our children are supposed to outlive us. So it's something that, a burden that you carry, but you just have to deal. You found a new normal.
And Gunn did, through American Gold Star Mothers, a nonprofit organization for women who've lost children in the military.
We bond together, we share our stories, we listen to each other's stories, and then we serve veterans.
Through volunteering with the VA hospital and traveling the country, reaching out to other Gold Star families. Next year,
I'm the first African-American mom as national president, and the organization is 90 years old.
A major milestone for organizations that works to help those through heartbreaking loss.
We have almost 7,000 service members in all services that were killed since 9/11, and to just have 1,000 members, we can definitely do more outreach.
She also hopes to include the Vietnam War veterans whose families have grieved for decades.
Those moms are getting up in the age, they're in their late 80s and 90s. And some may not have ever been invited to join this organization.
A purpose found through tragedy, but she can't change the past, so she's working to give other mothers a brighter future.
It's an organization that, of course, none of us ever wanted to be a part of. But it's an opportunity to come and sit with other moms. And we want to let moms know that they're not alone. They are definitely not alone.
Now, after Gunn's year in office, the American Gold Star Mothers Convention will be held here in Virginia Beach. She says she's excited to bring it here and make a rewarding experience for those who need it. I'm Kara Dixon, 10 on your side.